I finished Neverkeep by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti the other day, and I'm finally feeling ready to make my review on this. So let's chat about it. And of course, this is going to be a spoiler free review. The ebook and audiobook are releasing on September 24th, so just a few days away. However, due to some printing issues, the hardbacks aren't going to be available until October 15th. Neverkeep is set in the same world as Zodiac Academy, however, these series are completely separate. So the world of Solaria mirrors Earth, right? And Zodiac Academy, Ruthless Boys, Darkmore Pen, those take place in what would be considered like the United States, where Neverkeep is more European. Now, there are no spoilers in this book for their other series. We actually don't even know when Neverkeep takes place in the Zodiac timeline. Like if it's hundreds of years before, hundreds of years after, during it, we don't know. Now, if you are brand new to Solaria, you could technically start with Neverkeep. However, I would still recommend you read Ruthless Boys, Zodiac Academy, and Darkmore Pen. I just feel like those books did such an amazing job with world building. And if you have any questions about their other books, please feel free to ask me in the comments. I am more than happy to help try to answer them. Now let's chat about the book. So this thing is action-packed. The first 130-ish pages is a battle scene that takes place before characters even go to Neverkeep. And that might seem like a really long battle scene. However, it really sets up our characters and our story. And if you've ever read the sisters' books, you know that their writing is really fast paced and easy to read. This first book is written in dual POV, and we are following two main female characters. One is Vesper, she's an air elemental, also goes by the name of the Sky Witch. She is a total baddie. She has pink hair, so obviously I am obsessed with her. And then we have Everest. She's a water elemental, and she has struggled her entire life trying to get the approval of her father and her village and other people, and she hopes that by going to Neverkeep, she will finally get that. Now, in their land, the elements have been at war for hundreds of years. So if you're born a water elemental, you live with the water elements. Same thing with air, earth, and fire. And if you are born with more than one element, you later become a reaper, and they're the only ones who have the ability to heal. Vesper and Everest are supposed to be enemies, but while they're at the keep, they both start noticing things and they realize that they need to depend on each other if they're going to unravel the secrets and the mysteries of the keep. And it wouldn't be the sisters' books if we didn't have a few morally gray, villainous MCs. And morally gray might be generous because they definitely fall on the darker scale of being naughty. However, I'm obsessed. And I'm not sure what that says about me, but I cannot wait to see more of them. Not a lot of romance in book one, but if you've read the sisters before, you know that they are setting that up for later in the series. And if you want enemies to lovers, this is it. A lot of tension, a lot of animosity, a lot of hate and fighting, a lot of trying to each other. I loved it. And there are a few spicy, explicit scenes in this, just enough to scratch that itch. And you would think, after reading so many of their other books, that I would just be immune to how they like to end things. However, I was still shocked. My jaw was on the floor. There were so many twists and turns and craziness that happened at the end of this that I cannot wait for the second book. I would say the hardest part about being an ARC reader is getting to read the story and not being able to really talk about it to other people because you don't want to spoil things. So, September 24th, I need you guys to read this so we can chat.